Hey, yo, Prim, chill. I got the rhymes, you got the beats.
All right.
30 years later, we back in the streets, we back in the lab.
All right, then. Let's go, Nas.
It's time. It's out.
Premiere album still gonna happen.
20 miles west of downtown Dallas, one of the league's grand settings, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Mike Tirico, along with my partner Greg Olson, it's Will Lutz, the kicker, who gets this started. And off we go from Arlington. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
34-yard line.
Now it's the Arizona pilot, that is Jacory Kroski-Merritt. And he's going to be stopped at the line. No gain. Great way for the defense to open up here at home.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game, where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
He has height, completes. And he's going to be dropping after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Here we go.
Third and short, and it's Daniels. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. 10 yards for number 10 on that one, and it's first and 10.
10 yards.
These third down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
70, 79 Broncos.
Daniels to throw on second down. That's complete to Royals. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. First down, Washington.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
18 Cardinals. Panther 11. 70 Rangers. Dragon 60. 60 Bobcats. 60.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. He's got it inside the 5. And he'll be taken down, but we have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone.
The ball comes out. The Cowboys have it. Accelerating toward midfield. Still going. And he returns this all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they force the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Will Lutz
touchdown. Luck's going to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 3. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
19 Tiger. Left it, 18 Lions. 19 Lions.
Daniels now on first down. That is incomplete.
I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he's going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
19 tight. 19 tight. 18 pioneer.
On second down, it's Daniels. This one taken in by Hyatt. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A big play there for Washington. 33 yards.
First down.
Ready?
A gain of 33.
Daniels with a give to Krosky Merritt. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's second and 9.
Here we go. Cut right, trap 50, trap 50.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And we'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 79 Broncos. Ready, Dragon 60, 60 Bucks. Ready.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. A dive, but too far out in front of him. Incomplete.
Not only does he let the ball go through his hands, he lets 6 points slip away with that drop. I mean, everyone else does their job. The ball's on target. Listen, this is the big boy league now. The reality is, you just got to catch the ball.
And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now third and goal.
Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he will do it himself. He's in. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. It's his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. The extra point by Aubrey is good. The Commanders will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this opening quarter. On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football. They finally get a chance to go on offense with a 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Back to throw. That one to the sideline, and incomplete, and a penalty flag now comes in late. Maybe no receiver in the area on that one. From the gun, here's Bigsby. This has been bizarre. From second and a mile, a huge gain, but still short of a first down.
Just imagine how deep of a hole you have to dig yourself out to not pick up a first down. They were so far behind the sticks, Mike, that they ended up wasting one of their best efforts of the game.
To the left side, he's got Ferguson. He's going to have enough for a first down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5.
Well, nothing real fancy here, Mike. Not a huge pickup, but anytime on third down, you got to know where the sticks are, who's your most reliable player, and I think everybody in this booth knows exactly what position that is.
Here's Bigsby. Open space to the 35. And he will get into the end zone. Hank Bigsby. Touchdown, Dallas. It's his third touchdown on the year. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Got it. Ready? Cowboy 80. Left it. And Kenny Rodgers. Cowboy 80.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
He's going to let this one go deep. He's got it! And he will score! Jalen Lane, touchdown Commanders. That his second TD catch of the season.
The kicker on for the
They get the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
On the ground, it is Bigsby to start this drive. And not much there. He's back to the original marginal line. No gain on that one.
No gain on the play.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
He'll drop to throw. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Third down. They'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A gain of 21 on that pass play. First down, Cowboys.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Now a screen set up for Bigsby. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
He'll get this out to the left flat. Down the sideline. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Cowboys have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Tight, 19 tight, 70 range, Panthers, 18 right.
They'll send a man in motion left. On first and 10, here's Daniels. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I, back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. They face second down and 7.
Get it. 60 by 60, pump, 70, high 70.
They'll go with Bill. That's Krusty Merritt. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes third down. Here's Daniels. He's got a man. It's McLaurin. And he'll be forced out of bounds.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
They get 16 on that connection. Good for a Commander's first down.
A gain of 16 yards. And the Commander's first down.
To throw is Daniels. That's to McLaurin. They connect again. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now Daniels. Washington.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. And when you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield, it doesn't get a lot better than this. And his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Out wide, that's Bigsby.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. This one popped in the air and intercepted.
So it's third down, and it just seems clear that he's just trying to do anything to keep the drive alive. But even though you're trying to keep the punt team off the field, you just can't be careless and reckless. And that's really what he ended up being, Mike. And defense takes advantage and takes it back to the house.
Auburn's good with the extra point. And the Commanders go up by 7, 28-21. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They're going to start this on the ground with Bigsby. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Back at the 32.
They'll look to throw. That's down the field for Lamb. And that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. Now it's going to be third down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Now the Cowboys are going to take a timeout, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's first and 10.
Let's go. Viking 18. Viking 18. Buffalo 18.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be caught by the running back, Bigsby. And he's going to have the first down. They're also in field goal range at the 28-yard line. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
18 guard. Hey, hey. 70 Lions. Warriors 70. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Mustang 19.
They'll look to throw yet again. The man Coming across the field, he's got it. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half.
29-yard attempt.
Lutz's kick is good. So we reach the intermission in what has been an entertaining one to this point. Back with the second half in just a moment. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He's going to let that to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
He'll throw it left, and that's his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. It's a gain of 12 there. That's good for a Dallas first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5.
Go! Panther 60, Panther 60.
60,
70 Lions.
Now, this looks like a design run. Inside the 20. And he will score! Hank Bixby. Touchdown, Dallas. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. The kick by Lutz is good. Cowboys go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
And they're on the 35-yard line.
A run to begin the drive, and it's Krusty Merritt. Nice game on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand?
Okay, ready? Go!
Start the drive with Krusty Merritt. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Daniels to throw on second down. That's to Krusty Merritt. That'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. A big play and a much much-needed one as well. It's a gain of 34.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things: a highly accurate quarterback and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
This offense has to do a better job of generating chunk plays once he gets outside the pocket and they transition into scramble drill. Instead, nobody really uncovers downfield, forces him to make a difficult throw, and falls incomplete.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. To the air again is Daniels. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On the ground, this is White. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
That's complete to Royal. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
He slowed up quickly as he gets this down to the 6.
Pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Here now, 2nd down and goal.
Dragon 60. 19 tight.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. In uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll try to run with White. And he's in! Rachaad White. Touchdown, Commander. Aubrey now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Commanders have taken a 4-point advantage. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Big T. Trying to avoid tacklers, and the ball is out. And the Commanders come up with the takeaway.
Something these running back coaches preach all the time, Mike, is you can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight. But it can't come at the expense of the ball. Everything in football is about protecting the ball itself, and in this case, just a little bit too loose with it. They're able to pop it loose, and that's a big turnover.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 7. A run out of the gun, Krosky Merritt, and they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards, and that leads to 3rd down.
It's a game brings up 3rd and 4.
Ready, break, 60 man, Buffalo 18. Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. He'll let this go towards the end zone.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now, he'll air one out. That one underthrown and intercepted. Picked off by Trey Amos. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Fourth quarter begins on the ground. Lots of space past the 45. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 41. A pickup there of 28 yards.
And this is the point of the game, Mike, where you really can start leaning on your run game and try to close this game out. You've got the lead. You're in the 4th quarter. And they're able to pop off a big run.
70, Timberwolves. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready?
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
60 Bobcat. Come on, come on.
On play action, Daniels. Downfield, that's Hyatt. He's got it. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left. And it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
1st and goal.
Warriors 70. Ready?
Throwing again. Daniel. This one caught just past the pylon. Jalen Roy. Touchdown, Washington. Now Aubrey for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Commanders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Cowboys 31.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Back to throw. Now here's another ball that's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. A
defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for the effort.
He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. On second down, it's Daniels. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Elijah Arroyo. Touchdown, Commanders. The extra point by Aubrey is good. The Commanders are able to extend the lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. A run up the middle with Bigsby. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line. Now, faking the give. That's to the left side. He's got Ferguson. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. 17 yards, the gain there. First down, Cowboys.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Let's go now.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Trey Amos.
Take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
Here we go.
On first down, Daniel. And the rush gets. Oh, he'll go down. They got him.
With the right personnel, the safety position is like the ultimate chess piece, right? You can put him in center field to play pass. You can bring him up and make him a pseudo linebacker, but you also can bring him on pressure, Mike, and that's what this guy does so well. The timing and the speed, he got there in a hurry. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and long.
18 Cardinal, 8, turn.
Off the bootleg. Here's Daniels. To the right side. That's made by McCormick. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
A gain of 27 on the play.
On a zone read, a give to White. Finding room to the 20. And he's in. Rashad White. Touchdown, Washington. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. This is Hunt. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. Straight ahead, it's Bigsby. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Second down, 8 yards to go. He'll drop to throw. His pass right side, caught by Lamb.
That's a gain of 3. Now third and 5.
Third and 5. Hill looks to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
Let's go now.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
A run with the former K-State product, DJ Giddens. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Johnny Newton on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up second
He'll
down.
look to throw. Moving outside the pocket. He's going to take a shot down the field. And this will be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That's not going to work either. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. It's going to bring up 4th down. He'll buy time left. And that final throw here is intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Samerstill.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
19, 70 live. Let's go. Check, bounce.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete. And that will do it. This one comes to an end. So, a win here on the road for the Commanders. That is now 6 consecutive victories. They are making it look easy out there as they continue their winning ways. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.